Yo, what is poppin' people? It is your boy, Young M, aka Little Monkey, about to climb on trees because you know I'm about to get this green. Young Obama, fresh out the Senate, repping the Banana Republic, and we teaming up with the Flame Empire. You get what I'm saying? Alright, guys, so introductions aside, another video, another day. And I'm pretty sure today's topic isn't really anything that's new. Pretty sure everybody's thought about this, or you guys have probably heard about this before. And it's like I was just like thinking about it for a bit, and I want to give my take and my overall stance on the situation. So to like even begin, before we even go off, I want to say that like the chances of this ever being incorporated into Splatoon 3 or maybe even the Splatoon series in general is like fairly bleak. I don't really know if Nintendo is ever going to do something as drastic as this, but a guy can dream. The community can have hope. So Splatoon is a game that is very fashion driven, right? We all know this to be a fact. Splatoon is all about having gear, having drip, looking as cool as you possibly can, dress up your avatar and just really rock your stuff, like be the talk of the town. But a big issue with the gear in the game is that they lack personality. And I don't mean that they aren't like traits of itself, like goth, punk, street, that type of shit. What I mean by personality is for you to have attachment to a piece of gear. The attachment would more likely come from you just knowing that you're the only person within a given circle who wears that. So you can understand, oh well, I'm the only person who wears this, so I clearly stand out amongst everybody else. But in a larger picture, a larger circumstance, obviously you know that there's probably like a million other people who use the same piece of gear. There's no personal attachment to a piece of gear, and that is like what I really wanted to talk about today's video, which is to personalize your gear as much as possible and make it as unique to you, right? So excuse me. So to really start upon this, I think like the best possible way is like think about how we have pieces of gear in this game to which are like Sneaky Beanie, for example, to which have like little buttons and icons on them. Like there's a scallop icon on the Sneaky Beanie, I think around the left side maybe. And so I'm thinking like, why don't we do this with other pieces of gear? Why can't we buy buttons as small little accessories and then put them all over our headgear, on our clothes, on our shoes, because those little small things are like, obviously it's not going to add any piece of ability onto your gear, but it's just gonna make you look a little bit better, a little bit nicer, kind of like the pants in the game. You feel what I'm saying? And I mean, another really cool thing I think the game could incorporate is if you were to be able to like sign gear. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine you go to a LAN event, right? And because you have the ability to write on gear, like you can like have a piece of clothing or a cap or a cap. I was gonna say cap. Or a cap or a beanie, or even your shoes, and then you have somebody, in game like write something on it, like a signature, like hey yo, Kyo was here, that SRP2 dude, all the big brand names that you met at this event. Obviously you're gonna treasure this gear a lot because like it's like holy fucking shit, dude. I have this gear signed from one of my favorite people. Like imagine if you met Nogami, right, and he signed one of your gear pieces in game. That shit would go crazy, right? And I really think like it kind of just like makes the experience like even better than it already is, because LAN events are crazy as they are, but imagine if you could like take a piece of that with you in game that you can treasure forever. I was just thinking about that shit. Like another thing that I was like really like meditating on was like, what if we just like could customize like every form of adjustment to a piece of gear? Like for example, how there are caps in this game that face backwards and forwards. Why do we not have the ability to tilt the exact degree to which the cap lies within the head? You get what I'm saying? Like why are we not able to wear hoodies on or off? Like why are we not able to put the headphones, whether they're on our neck or they're sitting on the Inkling's head? You get what I'm saying? Like small things like that just like help make your character feel more unique. It helps them to stand out a bit more, I think personally the hoodie thing like might not work, because a big issue with the design of the hoodies is that, if you haven't noticed, they're incredibly small to where they're supposed to fit around the head, because Inklings have incredibly huge heads. Their heads are literally like this, like the size of their fucking body. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but I think they could find a way, in universe wise, they could find a way to explain it. The final thing that like I was really thinking about is like, and this is like the least likely to ever happen, was to like add like little tags or chains onto your weapons, or like you could choose the skin you want for, especially for the hero, because like a big issue with Splatoon 2 is that we got the hero weapons, but we couldn't like choose the skin we wanted on it. Like the hero blaster looks amazing, you get what I'm saying, but you can't put it on the custom blaster. It's forced onto the vanilla version. The vanilla version being much worse than the custom version, in my opinion. You know, I feel like custom skins in general would be a really cool thing. And for the people who like would say, oh, it's gonna be hard differentiating between, you know, what weapons. I mean, COD has been doing this for years, you know, and I think anybody who sees a specific weapon in Call of Duty is immediately gonna know, oh hey, it's that weapon. And even in Splatoon, if you don't know the weapon to which you're fighting for like the first 30 minutes, you're obviously going to figure out, like, you know, not 30 seconds, forgive me. After the first 30 seconds, you're going to say, wait a minute, I'm fighting on L3D. I'm not fighting vanilla L3, you know? And if you don't know, well, you're gonna learn to. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's stuff like that, you know? It makes Splatoon worth your time. It makes you want to spend more time in it, because for some reason, you're able to max out the ink on a weapon, and all you get is some shitty little platinum badge. It's like, why don't I get like some super secret, ultra rare, cool cosmetic skin? I don't. I just get a stupid badge that I literally can't even like show people that I care about. It's like, yeah, I wasted all my time on this weapon, but it's like, okay, cool. I'm supposed to tell you congratulations. I mean, congratulations, you grinded, but it's like, aside from the grind, like, what do you have to show for it except for some stupid badge? You know? I just want to get that out there. So really, those are just my thoughts on being able to like personalize the hell out of your gear. You know, I feel like it would be a really cool thing for the series to have. If we don't get it for Splatoon 3, I'm really hoping we can get it in the 4th game, which is like 6 years from 2022, maybe like 7, 8, you know, depending on how long they're gonna go. But there's a lot of potential for Splatoon 3, of course, and the community has realized it. It's why everybody's like so hyped. Everyone's like, yes, 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 yes. And you know, I'm really looking forward to the game too. So I want to say thank you for, you know, coming out. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you go follow my Twitter. I post stuff there every day, really funny stuff. If you haven't subbed to the channel, feel free to. If you like this video, feel free to. If you didn't, that's alright. I hope you can find somebody who interests you. And I want to wish you guys a good day. I got links, say a word, then my goons will move. Niggas want apartments, home improvements, how we gripping tools. You got little buddies, but a nigga got a bigger crew. When the mods die, it's lights out, still your pay from you. You niggas Kylie, how you